All right. So before we get started, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about some of our Zoom expectations for you all. Everybody who is here already has already done our first expectation, which is wake up early and log on a few minutes before Zoom starts. Thank you so much for being on time and being here ready to start your day with us. Please make sure that you're in a quiet place with no distractions. And if you haven't already eaten breakfast, wait until our break. Make sure that your device is charged and everybody's cameras should be on. We miss you so much and we really want to see your beautiful faces. Looks like everybody is dressed for the day. Right on. You got to check in that box as well. Please make sure that when you're talking or when someone else is talking that you're muted. Also in the morning, when we're playing music, please make sure that you're muted, because if you unmute the mic, then it cuts out on the music and we can't hear. And we like to get jamming in the morning, get our day started. Please make sure that you're focused and you're active. Please do not just turn your camera off and walk away from your iPad. That is not very respectful, and that does not tell us that you're focused. And it's hard to be active when you're not near your iPad. Make sure that you raise your hand or type your question in the chat box. If you need direct attention about something, make sure you're speaking loud and clear, no mumbling, and make sure that whenever you have the opportunity to unmute your mic that you stay on topic. Always be kind and considerate and listen to your teachers. All right, so later on today, you guys are going to have an All About Me bag assignment, and today your teachers are going to share their All About Me bags with you. Any volunteers to go first?
Sure, I will go first. Why not? Hey everybody, some of you, if you were in my class in 3rd grade, you know all about this, the All About Me bag. So remember, you grab a bag, whatever size you want, and you put anywhere from 3 to 5 items inside the bag that represent you. It could be hobbies, anything that just makes you you. So we'll start with mine. Hello, I am Mrs. Zelinsky. This is my 8th year teaching, and I'm super excited to be teaching you ELA. So here's a little bit about me. This is my family. So I have a husband and I have 2 dogs. This is an old picture because my French Bulldog is way bigger now, but this picture makes me happy. I also have a mom, dad, and sister, but these are who I live with. I put in the book I'm currently reading because I love to read. Obviously, you know me and my voices. Don't worry, I don't read to myself in my voices, but I do enjoy to read. I put in here sunscreen because I love to be outdoors. I love the beach, and I just love anything to do with traveling. There we go. I put in a tennis shoe because I am a very active being that's part of being adventurous, but also I CrossFit, which means I lift weights. I used to compete with all that kind of stuff. But since COVID hit, that hasn't happened. But anyway, so I love being active. And last but not least, this is a little glass turtle. The reason why I chose this was because this is the very first gift I got from a student from my very first class, because they knew that I loved turtles ever since I was a kid. And the reason why was because when I was younger, my mom gave me a little glass turtle. And ever since then, I love turtles. And it kind of just represents me. That's all about Mrs. Zelinsky. Who's next?
Ainsley's hand is raised. So I don't know if she has a question or about your stuff.
I have a question.
Okay.
If you're not at your house, what do you do?
When I'm not at my house?
Like, no, like, I'm not at my house. How do I get things for, like, a little thingy?
You could draw a picture. Could you have access to, like, a pen or a pencil or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And then you could draw, like, 3 to 5 things that represent you. How about that?
You could also wander around the school and try to find things, because I know some teachers have some stuff on their desks too, and you could ask to borrow it for a class assignment and then bring it back. So whatever you think would fit you best.
Does anyone have, I forgot, I used to do questions, 2 questions. Does anyone have any questions about me? Clarifying questions or anything that made you go, I wonder about this? Cool. Who next?
I can bring out my bag. So here's my handy dandy bag. Mine is much smaller than Miss Zelinsky's. I went with the smaller bag, but I have my items nonetheless. So to start off with, I had this little mini Starbucks cup. Don't know why I think somebody gave me a gift card in it. But yeah, I'm not sure why I had this at my house, but I thought it was perfect to represent me because 1, I love coffee, and 2, specifically Starbucks. So all my kiddos know this is my go juice. Love coffee. And then this is a fun one. So this is a magnet that I have on my refrigerator, and it says Crazy Cat Lady. It's showing up backwards on my screen. I don't know if it's showing up backwards for you. So Crazy Cat Lady, and then it has a black cat. Again, the specifics here, black cats are my favorite. And of course I have a black cat named Gabby. So I love cats, especially black ones. So this represents me. And it's like going for a little treasure hunt. And I have a little seashell in here, so I have a jar of seashells at home from when Jonathan, Mr. Chalfont, and I used to be dating, and we would go to the beach together. So every time we would go to the beach, I would pick up a couple of shells and fill up a jar. And when the jar got full, that's when Mr. Chalfont proposed to me. So this is the shell from that jar. And then, last but not least, I only went with 4 items. I have, this one kind of represents a couple. So this is a Christmas ornament because Christmas is my favorite. I absolutely love Christmas and decorating and the music. And, you know, everyone's just happy. So I love that. And then this is in the shape of North Carolina. And if you can see, there's a little red heart right there. So that red heart is over the city called Raleigh, and that's where Jonathan and I met at NC State. So red is the NC State color, and the heart's over Raleigh. So that represents a couple of things for me. And that is all about Mrs. Chalfont. Questions?
All right. Oh, sorry. Yep.
Oh,
Questions. Questions or comments about Mrs. Chalfont?
Okie dokie.
Elliot, I see your hands raised. You can unmute yourself.
I had a little
Elliot, go ahead.
I think she's having a hard time with her headphones and speaker.
Okay, Elliot, if you want to type it in the chat. All right, Cammie, you can unmute yourself.
So Miss Chalfont, when you put that, was that the last seashell that you put in before he proposed?
Oh, that's an awesome question. Actually, it is not. I kind of grabbed that one from the side because the one that was the last one was a big one, and I didn't want it to get broken.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. I don't see any more questions. That was a very good question. So now I'm going to share my All About Me bag. So here it is. And in my bag, one of the items that's very similar to Mrs. Chalfont is a jar of shells. I actually have 2 of these in my classroom and quite a few of these around my house. And what happens is every time I go to the beach, with the boys or by myself or with my husband, I take home one shell. So if I have 2 of these in my classroom and a few at home, you can tell that I go to the beach a lot. And what I used to do is I used to bring like all of my favorite shells home, and I had way too many shells, and they weren't as special to me. But all of these shells are really special to me because out of all the shells that I find at the beach when I'm there, I chose each one of these to take home with me that day. So I love to go to the beach. Also in my bag, I have a picture of my family, my husband, and my oldest stepson. He is 18 and is joining the Air Force in October. He leaves for boot camp. And down here is Micah. He's in 7th grade now. And then here's a little Bash and Seth. That's when they were 4 and 6. So this picture's quite old, but it still has everybody in it. And also in my bag, got my science gear because I love science. I have my cool science goggles and a beaker. And last but not least, I have a Christmas ornament that was given to me by one of my students last year. And it was actually given to me the last week that we were in school. He had ordered it and there were some issues getting it, and I actually got it. It was one of the last gifts that I got from one of my students. So when everything was kind of still normal. So that's very special to me because I love being a teacher. I love what I do. I love making a difference, and can't wait to get to know each of you. So that's a little bit about me. Anybody have any questions or comments? Yes, Nelly, go ahead.
Are we just doing family time all together now?
We will do family time all together, some, and then sometimes we will all join together in one setting, and then we'll break out into our small classrooms. We're doing it all together for the first week of school up until Friday. On Friday, we will break out into our homerooms. Okay? That was a good question. Yes, yeah. Cammie.
Because I had troubles getting into Miss Smith's Zoom.
Yeah, make sure you use the links that are linked into your agenda every day, because those are the links that we're going to be using. But if you need to get into Miss Smith's or Miss Zielinski's Zoom at the end of the day, like when we have office hours, you should be able to click the link that's in her Echo then. Okay? Yes, Cammie, go ahead.
So I got a little confused when you said that you brought home all your favorite seashells, and then you said that you were after that you said, and then I just picked these few. So do you mean by that like you picked up all your favorite seashells on the beach and then you just picked a few to take home every day?
Okay, so the way that I used to do it is all the seashells that I would find, I would take home. And then I got a bunch of seashells, and that I didn't know what to do with them. So I stopped doing that. And so now every time I go to the beach, I still gather all the seashells I can find and put them on my towel. But before I go home, I look through all the seashells that I found, and I pick one to take with me.
Oh, that makes a little more sense. Thank you.
So all of these in my container are my favorites because they were the favorites out of all the seashells that I found that day when I went to the beach. Good question. All right. And Nelly, do you still have a question? Another one? Okay, go ahead, honey.
What are the All About Me bags?
Your instructions for the All About Me bags are listed in your Echo agenda today. If you click on the All About Me bag assignment, it'll take you to the instructions for the assignment.
And we'll go over that. She came in a little late, so she got a little lost. So you guys this afternoon will have your own All About Me bags. Once we go through Echo in just a moment and we show you how to navigate it, you'll be able to go to the assignment on Echo that talks about the All About Me bag. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. We got you. All right, are we ready to move on? I muted myself. All right, guys, we're going to show you a video of how to navigate Echo. Some of you were able to navigate it last year during the spring when we started distance learning. So you know all about it, but maybe you don't know some of the features. So sit back, relax, and watch this video because starting today, we will be using Echo.
Miss Zelinsky, you have to unmute yourself so they can hear it.
And science.
I'm sorry, hold on. That was silly of me. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're ready.
Hi, 5th grade. Mrs. Z here. I'm going to show you how to navigate Echo. So the first thing you see when you sign in to Echo are your different classes. You have Family Time, ELA, Math, and Science. When you click each class, you will be able to see a daily agenda. Your daily agenda tells you the time and links to your assignments. Now, if you scroll all the way down, you will see the assignments for the day in each class. Now, if you are a little confused on what assignments to complete, always look at the agenda. But the fancy thing is you can go click to-do list, and it shows you exactly what is due for each day, all the way through Friday. All right, so when you go to each class, I'm going to show you an example of completed assignments. You'll go to Mrs. Z's class, click activities. You see my landing page, and my landing page has different links to different resources. For example, if you just click me, my Bitmoji, you can email me. If you click the Zoom app above my head, it will Zoom me. The other resources I will share later. Okay, so when you see assignments that are completed in classes, you will get a green check mark. The green check mark says, yay, you're done, and it takes it off your to-dos list. So if you're like, oh, I have all these check marks, but I wonder what I have left to do in this class, you'll click your to-do list, and there it is. The last thing that this person needs to complete is a reading interest survey. All right, so let's look at Miss Chalfant's. Miss Chalfant's landing page is very similar to mine, just slightly different. And her room is set up very similar, to-do list and activities, and she will have a daily agenda. Same with Mrs. Hernandez. Landing page, all your resource links, activities, and to-do list. All right, so let's go back to the home page. If you want to see your grades, actually, let's first look at the calendar. If you want to see all of the assignments and when they're due in calendar view, you will click the calendar. And everything is color coordinated for you. You can see also, if you scroll down, any of the assignments that you complete, there will be a check mark right next to it. You can even see a full month view on the left. All right, so now let's look at grades. If you're curious about your grades, you will click Grades. This will show you your progress in each class on activity completion as well as your grade. So make sure you reference this every once in a while to make sure you're on track. All right, guys, those are the basics of Echo. As time goes on and things get more complex, we will help you navigate. Good luck. All right, guys, so that's the basics of Echo. Yesterday was a hot mess, logging into everything. Today should be better. Our end is running smoothly. So unless you have internet issues, you should also be running smoothly. All right. So this is where you will end up going, rogerbell.echo-ntn.org. Everyone should have already have a, it's like a bookmark, looks like an app on your iPad that looks like Echo. Oh man, it's probably not, oh, okay. Here is my iPad. It looks like, am I pointing to the right one? Yep. Looks like that. Weird 3 dots, RBA Echo. You can click that. If that's not working, oh, that's a good idea. Sorry. Oh, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay. Here we go. I'll show you my iPad. That is the little bookmark. That will open up Echo. Now, if it's not working, go through Safari and sign in to NC Ed Cloud first. Open up a new tab in Safari and type in Roger Bell and all the Echo stuff. Okay, because everything is saved. All your passwords should be saved on your iPad unless you're a new student. Okay. Now it's time to practice going into Echo. All right, let me share my screen again. Give me a second. That's not it. There we go. Okay, here we are. You're going to do your check-in. Now, remember yesterday nothing was working, so I put the check-in link into the chat. This time, I want you to see if you are able to Zoom and go into Echo to check in. All right? It is an assignment in the family time folder. So stay on Zoom. Just try accessing Echo. And if it doesn't work, we have a plan B. So let's try this. Everyone, click your home button and see if you can get into Echo.
Miss Smith, maybe they can give us that emoji thumbs up to let us know that they completed it.
That's right. So click your home button and you'll still hear us, so don't worry about that.
Samira,
excellent. Okay. So you were able to get into Echo and do the check-in? Excellent, girl. Ocean, you did it already?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Samira, what's your question?
Are we supposed to do all the teachers or just our homeroom teacher?
You mark who your homeroom teacher is. If you want to talk to someone, specifically, like if you have a good relationship with Michelle Font, even though you're my homeroom kid, you can specify that I want to check in with Michelle Font.
Miss Smith.
Yes.
I got it working on my iPad.
Yeah, success. Excellent, excellent. I love it, I love it. I've got all these thumbs up. Thank you, Naha, Alicia.
Good job, Laylan.
It's not working on my iPad too.
Is that Lily?
Yes.
Okay, give me one moment. I'm gonna stop my share real quick so I can get the link. 1 moment. Oh, my voices are coming out already. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I'm gonna share it with you, Lily, in the chat. I just gotta find you. Where are you at? All right, well, I'm just gonna do it.
Nice, Elliot. Good job, Cammie. That's okay, Kaylee. It's totally fine. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Hi, Maeve. I'm glad you're here today.
Good job, Cullen. Excellent. Eventually, guys, this won't like take forever. This is like day 2, trying to make sure everything's kind of going. So just bear with us.
Ms. Zelinsky, if you want to go ahead with the presentation, I'll get the link to Lily D.
Oh, it's already in the chat.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. I'm not sharing my thing, am I? Nope. Okay, here we go. Oh. All right, guys, we're going to move on now. We're going to talk about work quality. Who wants to take this one? I feel like I chatted a lot.
Miss Chalfant, do you want to lead this one?
Yep, I got you. All right, guys, so you are in 5th grade now. You are the top dogs. So we expect top-notch work. So we are going to go through some slides about what work quality should look like. And Miss Zelinsky is opening that up for us. You are also going to need to make sure you click on the link in Echo because there are some interactive spots, and I will explain what that means in a second. So we're going to open it first. I'm going to explain what you need to do, and then I'll let you go into Echo and open it up, and we will be able to watch as you move things around in the slide. Should be able to. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So work as a 5th grader. So this is a piece of writing. I want you to take a minute and let's kind of look at it, the different characteristics and qualities of this writing. And in your head right now, I want you to decide, is this bad 5th grade work? Is this okay 5th grade work? Or do you think this is pretty good? Like you would be proud to turn this into your teachers in 5th grade. So in your head, I'm gonna give you a second to look.
Do you want to say it? Do you want us to say it out loud or post it in the chat?
Nope, not yet. I was giving people time to think. Okay, so now what you're going to do, and this might be a little difficult, but we're going to try it, is you're going to go into Echo, and there is a spot that says work quality. It's in the orange block, the block 1 that says math. It's blue and underlined. It says work quality. I want you to click on that link, and it's going to open up this exact presentation that Ms. Zelinsky is showing on Zoom. And what you're going to do is go to slide 2, which is the slide we're on, and you are going to take one of those number 5s and you are going to drag it to the column that you think. So if you think that the work is okay, you're just going to take that blue 5 and you can drag it on over to the okay section. If you think that work is bad, pick a 5 and drag it over to bad. And those 5s represent that you are in the 5th grade. So I see lots of you on the screen right now. Excellent job. I'm very proud of you for getting here. Go ahead and start dragging those 5s over. Drag, drop, and then leave it. We don't need to change the sizes. We don't need to change where it's at, like rotating it. Just drag and drop it. Awesome. I see lots of you moving them, and I can click and see who is moving them. So let's.
And if for some reason your 5 starts acting wonky or it flips over, there are a ton of other 5s. Just go and pick up another one and drag it and drop it. Once you get it to sliding, don't pick up your finger until it's where you want it to go.
Thanks, Ms. Hernandez. That's helpful.
You're welcome.
All right, I have Ella's on here, Jamon, I see Maeve, Mackenzie, Nellie, Samantha, Fumi, Joshua, Samira, Colin, Ansley, Jamari, Alicia, Kaylee. Oh my gosh, y'all are amazing. I am so proud of you. There's so many of you on here doing an awesome job. I'm gonna give you a couple more seconds to drag and drop your 5s, and we're gonna see what you think about this work. Woo, somebody has a big 5. That's okay. If you want to just delete it so it's not taken up, that's okay. Thanks for resizing. All right, so for the most part, it's looking like everyone's putting their 5s in the okay section. So now I'm going to ask you to do something complicated. I want you to come back to our Zoom, and then in the chat, I want you to give us one reason why you think it was okay work. Or if you thought it was bad work, you can say why it was bad. Ocean, that's okay, sweetheart. That's okay. Guys, if y'all want to go ahead, I want you to navigate back into Zoom. And then in the chat, I want you to put what makes this work okay work. Okay, so handwriting could be improved. Spelling should have been checked. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, Ansley, for responding. Y'all are technology wizards over here. Okay, so reading it might be a little hard. Okay, Jamon, would you tell us specifically what needs work? Do they need to add like punctuation, capital letters? Is the content not good? Okay, so a lot of people are talking about the handwriting. Let's look at the content. Would your teacher be happy if you turned this in? Oh, okay. It was good because there was a full paragraph. Thank you. Okay, we got handwriting, spelling, and punctuation were just like okay.
Mackenzie sent me a nice message. I think she meant to do it to everybody. Can I read hers?
Absolutely.
She said, I thought it was bad work because there was a grammar mistake and the handwriting is difficult to read. And she also made sure that her comma and period in her sentence that she typed me was accurate. Good job, Mackenzie.
Nice. All right. So, Ms. Zelinsky, if you were to receive this piece of writing from a 5th grader, what would you say? What kind of work would you say about this?
I would say it would be okay. And the reason why is because they did start out by restating the question, kind of answering what in the world we are talking about. It also gave a couple examples. Yes, the handwriting probably is a little off, but content-wise, I thought it was okay. Not A+, but okay.
Awesome. So now you guys know what Ms. Zelinsky is going to be looking for. So let's evaluate the next piece. So Ms. Zelinsky is going to move on to slide 3, and then you are going to go back over to the slideshow that you were on, and you're going to move to slide 3. I see I have Colin over there, Joshua McGovern, Mackenzie. Nice. Samira's moving over there. Jamari's over there.
Delana, or sorry, Miss Chalfant, would you like me to move to a math one to mix it up? And then I can move to a science one to mix it up?
We can do this one, and then we can
okay.
Calm down. Absolutely. Thank you guys for moving your 5s. And I'll be quiet so you can read. Awesome. Thank you guys for moving your 5s.
I will say that I'm in the document on my iPad, and the 5s are very tricky to move. So high five to those of you who are getting them to move. This is teaching me that I need to create bigger shapes for you guys to move. I think it will make these types of assignments a little easier. But I really do appreciate your patience and you guys trying to make it work. I really do appreciate that.
Awesome. So overall, I'm seeing a lot more 5s that are in the okay and good section for this piece. So, and I would definitely have to agree. I think Ms. Linsky would agree as well. We see that this piece is not perfect, but we don't expect perfection from you. However, this is pretty good quality work. Does anybody want to go back into Zoom and in the chat point out some really great things that makes this piece of writing more into the good quality instead of just okay? So the vocabulary is really good. It's a 5th grade vocabulary. Yeah, they use words like courageous and determined. We have some punctuation in there. It was a nicely full paragraph, not just a couple sentences. They used capitalization. Nice, Jacarius, thank you. The spelling was good. There was just a couple mistakes with spelling. It was overall really good. Oh, capital letters and themes. Thank you for that specific piece, Joshua. Yes, totally, Maeve. Yeah, when I'm typing fast, I make a lot of mistakes too. Absolutely. Thank you for that long piece, Candy. That was great. All right, awesome. So let's go ahead and move on to a different one. Ms. Zelinsky is going to move on to what number slide, Ms. Zelinsky?
This one.
All right, so number 5. So if you could go onto your slideshow and go to slide number 5. I see Landon's already there. Thank you, Landon. And y'all are popping up on there. Awesome. I cannot say how proud I am of you. You are doing amazing, guys. So this is a piece of math work. Do you think this is 5th grade, good 5th grade math work, okay 5th grade math work, or bad 5th grade math work?
Mine's not loading. Like the 5s and the good, okay, and bad. It's not loading.
You might just need to refresh it or give it some time. It might just be slow.
I thought we were supposed to be on number 4.
No, we skipped to slide number 5.
Throwing in some math. I really have no idea how you guys are moving these 5s. I keep trying.
Yeah, y'all are doing awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start talking through this one because I see a lot of you have moved 5s. Excellent job. Uh-oh, this just got deleted. Missy, do you?
1 second. Everyone freeze.
There we go. Awesome. We know it was an accident. It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right, so I'm seeing this example as more in the bad, okay section. So can I get some specifics down in our Zoom chat? Why are you thinking this is bad, okay 5th grade math work? Let me hear it. Okay, it's kind of messy. Okay, sloppy. There's not a whole lot of content there. Yeah, totally. Did somebody do it in 3rd grade? Okay, so some of the positives that they showed their work to some extent. It's okay because he got the question right. Okay, I could see that, Joshua. It doesn't show all of the work. Oh, Ella, thank you for pointing out that they highlighted words. Yes, that's a great skill you need to do for math, is highlighting pieces of your word problems. Oh, they put both fractions instead of the actual answer. Okay, so they didn't make it very clear what their answer was. Oh, I'm so impressed with what all of you are putting. Okay, they showed models, but they didn't label, and it might be difficult for me as the teacher to really know what they tried to put. Awesome. You guys are killing it. So totally, as your math teacher, I would say this is like in the okay, maybe almost bad range. So they did some awesome things here where they highlighted important pieces of the word problem. They tried to show some models there. They wrote out fractions, but again, it wasn't very clear. They didn't show all of their work. I could definitely see some more models could be put in there, labeling for sure. So Ms. Zielinski is going to go ahead down to the next slide, and that'll be our last math one. So go ahead down to slide number 6 and let us know what you think. What kind of math work is this for a 5th grader? Is this good 5th grade work, okay 5th grade work, or bad 5th grade work? And I'm so impressed with all of you participating. Thank you so much.
And your vocabulary and typing skills gives me hope, guys. You don't understand how I'm feeling right now. Like, I feel good right now. So, love you.
Yes, I'm definitely feeling like a proud 5th grade teacher mama right now. This is awesome.
I see some hands are up, and we will address those as soon as we're done with the work quality.
Whoa, that's a big 5.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move us along because I think most of you are doing this pretty quickly, and I'm seeing almost all the 5s are in that good section. So I totally agree with you. There's a lot of good things going on right here. This is good quality 5th grade work. And I'm going to go ahead and point out some things really quick. We got labels. We have some sentences over there. We have a table. We have complete answers. Like, I can tell exactly what this person was thinking. I can see their models. Yeah, this work is awesome. I would be super impressed if one of y'all turned this into me. Y'all can put in the Zoom chat if you see some other great things going on in this work that I did not point out. I'm just going to try to move us on to science now. So Ms. Zielinski's moving us on to slide number 8. Slide number 8. Good job navigating to slide number 8, guys. I'm so proud of y'all. Yes, thank you, Emmett. It shows their work. Yes. Oh, Jamari thinks it's definitely like college-ready work. Yeah, totally. You do work like that and you would definitely be ready for college. And Samara, yeah, they most definitely took their time on it. And Cami made the point of they thought about what they wanted to do before they started.
Okay. Reagan made a good observation that it's more like a sixth grader's work. There's
Miss
so
Hernandez,
many good
I was going to
ones.
say, I'm going to let you lead this since it's science.
Okay. If for some reason you still cannot access the slide, maybe you can watch on your Zoom screen how everybody's rating it, and you can go ahead and comment in the chat like what you would rate it and why you think it would be there. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys about 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna talk about it.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was wondering who was my homeroom teacher because I was getting confused.
Your homeroom teacher is Miss Chalfont.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a question. Well, I need to tell you guys something.
Okay, go ahead.
Braxton's still loading in. Me and him have Gmail. I know his email, so he told me on his thing he can't do anything because it's not working, and he's still trying to load in.
Okay, can
into
you
the stuff.
Can you email Braxton and tell him to do a hard reset on his iPad? He was having some iPad issues yesterday.
Okay.
Thank you so much for helping with that, Colin. All right, guys, so I want you to come back to Zoom, and I want you to chat with me in the chat box. Some of you have already been doing it, but go ahead and tell me why you think most of your classmates put the 5s in the good column, or good row, I guess it is. Okay. All right, so Landon said that they did not highlight it all, so they could be talking about anything. But if you look, they did restate the prompt in their answer. So like the first one, it says provide a minimum of 2 producers found in this ecosystem. So they restated that in the answer. 2 producers found in the estuary are. So especially in science, if you don't highlight to point out the keywords, if you restate it in your response, that lets me know that you read the question and you understood it. Yes, they did take their time. I really appreciate that. I also love how this 5th grader started all of their sentences with a capital letter and ended it with punctuation. And the words that are found in the prompt are spelled correctly in their answer. That is so important, especially in science. We're going to learn some big new words. And if the word is provided for you, you should be spelling it correctly. All you have to do is copy it. Aquatic. You guys might not know how to spell aquatic right off the top of your head. But if it's given to you, or terrestrial, if you don't know how to spell it and it's given to you, you just need to copy it right off the page. Reagan said in the beginning that this looked more like 6th grade work, and you kind of hit the nail on the head. The ecosystems is one of our last science units that we cover. So yes, this student was getting ready to move on to 6th grade. So you really nailed that one there. So by the end of this year, you guys are going to be capable of this and so much more. I already know it. I'm seeing some interesting responses down on slide 10. So let's go to slide 10. I want you guys to rate slide 10. And as soon as you move your 5 over, come back to Zoom and tell me why you put your 5 where you did. So we're on the last slide. And if you can't read in the top right-hand corner, the students' instructions were, using your pictures from your nature walk yesterday, sort your photos into the correct categories and describe how you know where they belong. So they should have sorted their photos into the correct categories and described how they know where they belong. All right, so if you're trying to get the picture back exactly like it was, you don't have to worry about that. If you just want to drop it there, it's fine. And go ahead and try to pick up your 5. Okay, so I see some comments. I'm going to read them as they're coming in. I've got an okay because they provided pictures but not enough information. They didn't give much detail. Bad because they're using 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade words. Cullen said they didn't describe anything. Khalees is having trouble moving it. Khalees, if you just want to write in the chat, that is fine. Bad because she did not use sentences and didn't even have a picture for the last. Okay. I think this is okay because there's only 2 pictures. Okay. Super bad. The detail is at 1st grade level. I'm with you, Jaquarius. Not much to describe it. Not enough details. We're using like 3 words, not full sentences, no punctuation or any impressive vocabulary. I love that. And there was no image for the last one. No punctuation. It's hard. Elliot, if you can just comment in the chat box where you would rate it and why, that'll be fine. You don't have to move it. All right, so it looks like most people rated this as bad or unacceptable 5th grade work, and you are on point. I expect far more from my 5th graders than this. First of all, we definitely need complete sentences. Second of all, we definitely need to make sure that we meet the expectations. So sort your photos into the correct categories. There should have been at least 1 photo in each category, if not 2 or 3. Because you guys didn't know this, but the assignment before, they had to take between 6 and 8 photos during their nature walk the day before. So they definitely should have had more than 2 photos. And it says describe how you know where they belong. So just like you guys described why this is bad work, you didn't just say bad and left it at that. And that's pretty much what this student did. Under consumers, they wrote my sister. They just wrote what it was. And that is not descriptive at all. That is just identifying what we're looking at. So excellent job, guys. I am so incredibly impressed, and I cannot wait to start receiving some science work from you all. This is exciting. All right. We are ready to move on whenever you guys are.
Miss Hernandez,
Yes, dear.
I have to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why was the sister there, but the sister's not nature?
Well, the sister is a consumer. We're going to learn in science that consumers eat meats and vegetables. So as a person, we eat meats and vegetables, so we are considered consumers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Miss Hernandez.
Yes.
So I didn't get to ask this question earlier, and I wanted to know if I could ask a question about the bag about me, the about me bag.
Is it about the assignment?
Yeah, I wanted to know if we had to like make a video about it or if we were going to do it on Zoom.
Okay, we're going to talk about that here in just a second.
Okay, thank you.
But you guys will be recording a video in Flipgrid. I'm going to go through real quick before we move on, and I'm just going to make sure all these hands that are raised, we've addressed your concern. So, Cullen, question, statement? Are you good? Okay. All right. I think that's it. Okay, we're good.
Miss Hernandez, will you check your phone just real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. So what we're going to do right now, since you guys worked really hard this morning and this is the second day and your stamina probably, I can see some wiggles. I'm getting wiggly too. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, do I have it in? Oh, I didn't refresh it. Hold on. That's not it. Okay. There we go. Bear with me. I'm not that savvy. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and take a little break. All right, and I want you guys to come back at 10:15, and that's where we're going to actually show you how to do your me bag and the process, because it's going to be a little different than just sitting on Zoom and doing it. We're going to do something cool. So I want you to take a break. I want you to stand up, walk, jump up and down, run around the backyard for 5 laps or something, get some water, get a snack, and then come back at 10:15, and we'll continue our day. Thumbs up if you're like, all right, I got this, I got this. I need, yes, yes. All right, guys, go ahead and take your break, and we'll see you back at 10:15.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 See ya.
Bye.
Miss Smith, a 45-minute break?
Yes, everyone needs it. We have to build up the stamina. We have to build up that stamina. Next week, it'll be like 15.
But then at lunch, it's going to be the whole time we get off is going to be an hour and 45 minutes.
But you need that time in order to make your project, your All About Me project that's due after lunch. We got this, girl. We got this. Don't you worry. I got this.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, girl. I got it planned out. I'm a professional.
Bye, guys.
All right, bye, guys. See you at 10:15. Later.